You and I love a good quality watch that lasts, is robust, looks good and doesn't empty your wallet. For this reason, Aliexpress is somewhere you should consider, with spec monsters that can be found on this anniversary sale even at 2 and early 3 digits. Starting off with the best value Submariner homage on the entire watch market, the Steeldive SD1953. This sub homage is on sale from $400 to just $55 and sports 300 meters of water resistance, an NH35, a sapphire crystal, a ceramic bezel and some pretty amazing finishing. Add on to this the variety of oyster or jubilee bracelets or even a rubber strap, as well as different dial and bezel colours. It's pretty incredible. Personally, the Hulk homage is my favourite. That's the one with the black dial, green bezel and on the oyster bracelet. I just think it looks very nice. And I mean, you've got to say this watch is incredible. Most people under the $100 range, when looking for a Rolex lookalike, look at the Invicta Pro Diver. This is half the price, with much better specs and much better finishing. Second, we have the Seagull 1963, a watch with some very interesting and cool history. Being the Chinese Air Force's official watch in the 60s, at a price of $100 currently, it sports the ST1901, which is based on the Venus 175, a Swiss chronograph movement, as well as a very nice dial, some alright finishing, and a good value NATO strap. Now this comes in lots of varieties, some 38mm, some 40mm, some sapphire, some not. But overall, if you want the best value for your money, personally I'd say 38mm and sapphire is the way to go. Next we have the best value field watch by a mile, the Boderry Voyager. This under $80 watch is solid titanium, has a sapphire crystal, 100 meters of water resistance, good finishing and a nice NATO strap. So it's basically the perfect all-round field watch. It also comes in a variety of options, with the NATO strap, a leather strap that brings the price to $110, or a full titanium bracelet for $116. Next we have a more unique looking watch that reminds me in design to Doxa, the Seestern S434. This 40mm $100 watch has 200 meters of water resistance, an NH35, a ceramic bezel, a sapphire crystal, and a very nice steel bracelet with some very good finishing. Also at 40mm, it's perfectly sized to be a diver for the vast majority of wrists. Next up we have the Martin SN0116, which is by far their most popular watch and one of their few own designs. With 100 meters of water resistance, a sapphire crystal, and an NH34 GMT movement, it's great value for the $230 price tag. But most importantly is the finishing. San Martin from all these Aliexpress watches have the absolute best finishing, no questions asked, which makes them both look and feel very high quality and makes them hit way above their pay grade. The Cadisen C8227M is an incredible Tag Heuer Carrera lookalike, with again 100 meters of water resistance, an NH35, a nicely finished steel bracelet and a few dial options, all for under $80. Coming in at 40mm, it's also a well-sized watch for most, though I personally prefer smaller proportions due to me being a vintage collector. The Proxima 1703 is an amazing timepiece, with a fully enamel white dial, 200 meters of water resistance, a very nicely finished steel bracelet, and a PT 5000 movement, though you can select an SW200 for a large premium. It's 39mm, which is perfect in my opinion, and overall, enamel dials are far and few between in the current day and age, which makes it more desirable because they have a very nice glossy finish that you can't really get anywhere else. The Ixdao Engineer is widely considered one of, if not the best, Aliexpress watches, being only $250, but having insane finishing, a sapphire crystal, 100 meters of water resistance, and an absolutely incredible dial. In my opinion, this is up there, especially in the sale, for being one of the best quality watches in the price range, full stop. The Seestern S446 is a GMT with an NH35, 100 meters of water resistance, a sapphire domed crystal, and a well-finished steel bracelet, all for under $200. Personally, I'm not huge on the design, but when it comes to specifications and value for money, I can't argue against it. It's a very good watch. The Tandorio Khaki is another incredible value field watch at 39mm with 200 meters of water resistance, an NH35, a sapphire crystal, and an okay quality leather strap, all for $32. Yeah, $32 for that is kind of insane. The Cadisen GS02 is a dress watch with 50 meters of water resistance, which is of course fine because it's a dress watch, but also a VK31 quartz movement, sapphire crystal, and most importantly some incredible dials for $50. The Steeldive 1970 sports an NH35, 200 meters of water resistance, and a sapphire crystal. But most importantly is the level of finishing on this watch, being better than the finishing of a Seiko at the price of under $70. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. The Pierre Paulin jump hour is by far the most complicated watch on this list, with an ST17 jumping hour movement. Not only that, but the dial has some incredible texturing, a lovely layout. It's 38mm, which is good for a dress watch, though I prefer 36, and it has a relatively good leather strap, although the only thing you should really care about is the head of this watch. On a nicer leather strap, this is a stunner. Next is the Sugess S442. I chose this over the cheaper Sugess chronograph that everyone loves, because I think its design is cooler and the other one is too similar to the Seagull 1963. Not only does this look more like a Zenith El Primero, but this has an ST1902 swan neck movement, is 38mm, has 50 meters of water resistance, and comes with either a pretty good leather strap or an incredible well-finished bracelet for $190 and $220 respectively. The Labini Micro Rotor is a very unique dress piece. Similar to Alanganson's design style, the finishing is well done, but more excitingly is the sapphire crystal displaying the micro rotor movement. Yes, this is the Hangzhou 5000, which might not sound too exciting to you, but it's the same movement in the Baltic MR01, but at $200, this watch is less than half the price, and everyone loves the Baltic MR01, so value proposition is incredible. Next is the Baltany S5033, an incredible military chronograph watch. With a VK61, 100 meters of water resistance, a sapphire crystal, a nice enough NATO strap, as well as being 39mm. This type of military style is nice to see as it's usually only in vintage timepieces, and due to having a VK instead of a normal quartz, the hands tick multiple times a second, feeling more like a mechanical watch. Now we have the second and last San Martin on the list. The SN0129 GMT with a sapphire crystal, 200 meters of water resistance, and of course some genuinely insane finishing on both the case, bracelet, and textured dial. Now I would have included the New Year's special, yes, the San Martin that looks really cool, the New Year's Dragon one, however it's sold out everywhere, so I decided against that even though it's really cool, just because there's no point showing you a watch you can't get. The Addiesdive 2118 is again another incredible spec monster, with a price range so low, with a lovely dial, sapphire crystal, an NH35 and 100 meters of water resistance. This piece is also pretty versatile and coming in at under $80. It's just an incredible pick. The Ixdao X02T is an incredible bronze watch which you don't see very much, with some incredible dials, 200 meters of water resistance, a sapphire crystal, and a nice ceramic bezel, as well as it all being in a 39mm case with either a PT5000 or SW200 movement. It's a very nice watch. Of course, the SW200 has a large increase in price, and generally I'd say the PT5000 is the better value option, but either way, they're incredible. The Pagani design PS1731 has a Seiko VH31 quartz movement, a sapphire crystal, some alright finishing, but most importantly, an incredibly small $20 price tag. Yeah, seriously, in this sale it's only $20, and at 38mm with the lovely dial it has, it's an incredible first go at a dressier watch for anyone in the extreme budget range. Anyways, that marks the end of this list. I do hope you enjoyed, and have a wonderful day.